Brian Devins here at J-Tech. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do a air brake system check. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make sure the vehicle's chocked, because we're going to have to release the parking brake, which is released. Alright, the next thing we want to do is make sure we drain both our air tanks to 0 psi, and then the next step, we'll crank the engine and run it at a high idle for 2 minutes. And we're going to be looking for is we're going to be making sure that your warning light comes on before 60 psi and it goes off a little bit above 60 psi. After that, we're going to be listening for the air dryer to blow off. That's around 125 psi, and it should get roughly to about 80 psi in about 40 seconds at high idle. So what we're going to do now is start the truck, push the clutch down. And as you can see, the lights came on indicating that we have low pressure in both tanks. And we're going to put it at high idle here. We're going to run it like that for 2 minutes pretty much, or until it's at that. So we're just going to keep an eye on the pressure and on the clock. Now my assistant's keeping and making sure that the pressure is building at the right pressure and the right time. On 60 psi now, so a little bit above 60, probably about 70 psi. That warning light indicator should go off, and it should continue to build some air pressure. Right there shut off, so right there we know that the warning light and everything's working. So all we have left is to just keep an eye on the time and make sure that it reaches 80 psi, which it just now reached 80 psi in under 40 seconds, and I'm pretty sure we met that standard. So we'll just verify that, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright guys, now that we did everything in the cab with the air pressure test and checking the warning light and everything, we're going to come out here. We're going to let the air settle for about a minute, and then we're going to be checking for 2 minutes. You're going to be checking on your gauges, where they're at, ours, for instance, are 125 psi. I know that, you can either have an assistant in there or whatever, but I know they're at 125 psi. And for 2 minutes, we're going to pretty much be out here visually inspecting and listening for audible sounds like leaking, hissing hoses, and just checking all around, doing a good visual inspection of all your brake system components. So, come back here and check the pad here. As you see here, this one's a little worn. Just write those down on your service manual and everything, so we can get it notified and you can keep your stuff fresh. You want to come back here, check all your fittings and everything, all your valves, make sure nothing's leaking. Here, I hear no sounds, It's a good time, if you want to check your tires and everything, everything's good. Make sure you got no big downs or anything in them. And everything, a good inspection, make sure nothing's dry rotted or cracked. Everything on this truck is looking pretty good. We'll go back over here. In 2 minutes, we're going to go up here. We're going to check our gauge and make sure everything's good. Alright guys, we're back up in the cab. We've rechecked our gauges and everything was still at 125, indicating that we have no leaks in the system, which is real good after 2 minutes. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to check the parking brake. So all we're going to do is we're just going to pull to apply it, and then we go outside and we check around again for 2 minutes and make sure we have no leaks with the parking brake system. Just as we did before, give it a good inspection. And the same goes for that. You should have no more than 4 psi drop in 2 minutes. So after that, what we're going to do is we're going to push to release the parking brake. Once you're done with that check, we're going to show you how to check the parking brakes. The next thing you're going to do is you're just going to hold the brake pedal down for 2 minutes, and you shouldn't see no more than a 4 psi drop within that 2 minutes when you're holding it. So right now we're at steady 125, and we should stay like that for the next 2 minutes. Alright guys, we held the brake pedal down for 2 minutes and we didn't lose no more than 4 psi. We didn't even lose 1 psi, so that's pretty much perfect for us. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to be checking our check valves between our 2 tanks for bleed over. So what we're going to do is we're going to drain 1 tank, just like that, and we're going to be looking at the gauges on there and making sure that when we're draining 1 gauge, there's no air going into the other, or vice versa. Now that we got that done, the next thing we would do is we recharge the system and we drain the next tank and see if we have bleed over that way. So that pretty much concludes the brake system check, the air brake system check on this International here. Thanks for watching, guys.